never know if I'm actually going live on Instagram at the beginning. All right, so we are live now on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. And thank you all for joining us live today and then also in the future. And so today you guys will be kind of observers, and as we do these practices and we're doing this Reiki and things, the intention is for you to receive as well. So even though I'm engaging with everybody here, you're very much a part of it and you're very much able to receive as long as you have the intention to do so. So the first part here, guys, we're going to work a little bit through this breakthrough worksheet, which is like a shortened version of what we do in our emotions breakthrough class. And you work with this book. And like I said, I've had this book for a really long time, for a version of this book. I think I have this is version 13. I have version 8 or edition 8 around here somewhere even. And I didn't understand the genius of it because I didn't know like that emotional, like the root cause aspect of emotions being stuck in the body until recently. And so the first thing that you want to do is when you're coming into a space like this, is what are you ready to release? Like asking yourself, asking your higher self, what am I ready to release? Okay. And just ask that will become clear, right? And so there's kind of 3 different pathways that you can go about like getting to that. One, if there's like a specific oil that is just pops in your mind, like if you're super familiar with oils, it just pops in your mind, or if like you're smelling oils and you play around with them, you're like, oh my God, this one, right? Then that can be a really good clue. You could go to that oil and then you can see the emotions associated with it and go, ooh, that emotion. Yes, that one is really resonating with me. That one's speaking to me right now the loudest. Because you might have several speaking to you at the same time, right? But what's speaking to you the loudest right now? Because it's a process, right? It's layers. And so we get to work with one layer tonight. All right. And so it's that most divine layer that you're meant to work with tonight. Okay. Or perhaps you already know there's a specific emotion, right? I am dealing with this. That is screaming at me right now. And so cool. And we can go to the emotion. Oh, good idea. We can go to the emotion in the book because there's 3 sections. There's oils, there's body, and there's emotion. All right. And we can go to emotion, and it will give us a list of oils, and you can either smell the oil or just go, hey, that one sounds fantastic. I kind of know that one. That one sounds fantastic. And you pick that one. You want to work with like 1 or 2 oils in this process, okay? Usually one will like really jump out at you. And in that emotion section, you have a couple of like digging deeper. You notice in the step 4 is coming back to your emotion, ponder and look deeper. Okay. And you kind of read into that and you sink down to rise up. All right. It's kind of like a slingshot effect. So if you can get down deeper into it. And then releasing, you're releasing that oil, and we have a meditation thing here with it as well, with the Reiki. And then at the end, you write down within the book. There's even a visualization and a declaration, like an affirmation within for that emotion. So the other thing is, well, I'm not really sure what emotion. I'm not really sure what oil. Doggone it, my neck is killing me. Okay, maybe it's a part of the body that is really screaming at you. And so since the body can store a specific emotions can get stuck in specific areas of the body, we could then go, okay, let's look at the neck and see what emotions are like can get stuck in the neck typically, and see what resonates there with you. Then once you have the emotion, you go to the emotion section of the book, which brings you to an oil. There you go. So it's all about getting to the emotion and the oil that is meant to help release that emotion from the body. Okay, so there's 3 different like pathways of doing that. All right, so first off here, ask yourself, is there an oil that's really been speaking to you right now? Is there an emotion that's been jumping out at you right now? Or is there a body part that's been jumping out at you right now, like really speaking the loudest? And go ahead and circle one of the 3 of those. All right, so which one's speaking the loudest? Ask her, which one's speaking the loudest?
I have 2 kids. You know how many? Which one's longest? There's no 2. It's just like our emotion. Only the pretty ones.
Okay, so then does everybody have like if the body is speaking to you the loudest, write down that body part that's speaking to you loudest. If there's an emotion that was speaking to you loudest, then write down that maybe 1 or 2 emotions, depending. You want to, you'll eventually drill down to 1. Or if there's an oil, write down that oil that has been yelling at you. Okay, so the step 2 is identifying the emotion and the oil there. So if you went from a body part, so as you were massaging, my neck was yelling at me. So I'm going to look up the neck. And then once you have so if you've gone to the body part and you have the emotion that's like really yelling at you, then write down that emotion. So wherever path you're going to, you're gonna have at least an emotion written on there. So like I'll have neck, but then I'll also have an emotion written. Okay, because that's the emotion that I want to be releasing. And so just looking at mine. Three different emotions.
Wow. Yeah.
I have one right here. Oh my God. Sorry. Jennifer. Okay. So so you were saying you have two, what? Oh,
So I created these.
okay. Okay. So then like I looked up the emotion or the neck, and then I looked at the emotion, and now I'm looking at the emotion to see the different list of the oils. Once you have the oils, go grab them from over there and get them with you. So if you need help with the process, what was that?
Yeah, sure.
Cool. So do you have a emotion speaking to you? And then did you look in the book in that emotion? And then do you have an oil? Perfect. You want to go one from over yonder? You can look at the emotion. It's the same as emotions. See, look at the emotion or something that's close.
Right. That's right.
Then this is going to change. Then you should click on my photos and I'll put the description in front of it. So it could be like a good. So I'm gonna go and look up the different oils. I got it. Let me know if this is too intense. Is that too intense? Too intense? Okay, no?
Okay, this is where I smell it.
I want to smell
No, there wasn't a reason. Not worried. No,
First, very similar to winter. They have a lot of the things siding between icons. If you're having trouble deciding, sometimes when you read the lower description, you're like having trouble deciding between what to choose the other. Not the description. Are you added tea? Did the tea make a difference? Because the tea is Chinese medicine and it associates with dry something. I didn't have mold. Used to. I think that's not. No. Yeah, that was too hot. You know, like it's like why do they keep that? Well, they shop them. Like it is.
it says I don't know how to read. I tried this, but they didn't work very well. And on top of that, people got really scared.
I have ones that made my eyes like red, and then I created a shirt that looked like the Ouija board, and then I made it look like I got shot in the head. It's a friggin' rad picture. My eyes look green, but they're trippy looking. But I didn't get the picture with the red eyes, but I did get when they look like real trippy green. Those are even my eyes.
I've done work that he's been doing mass costumes since he was
Same.
insane.
You know what I haven't used much. I need to go find where I've stashed it. I need good.
Yeah, you do need to figure out where you stashed that.
It's one right now. It's awesome.
I'm not like. I was listening.
Brand.
Yeah, that's what I so.
I got to like, yeah, I'm new here.
She actually does Korean.
I'm a sniffer.
Did you actually, did you want to read it?
That way.
I did too.
Okay,
Wasn't kidding.
so make sure you keep a finger in your like emotion, whatever that one was.
Distract.
So then you can flip back to that. So you have like you need to be able to go to the to that visualization and the affirmation and things. So yes.
Okay.
Oh. No. No. This one's full. Okay. Yeah.
That doesn't sound.
No.
There.
All right. Okay, let's. Now, does everybody have their oils? Or at least a oil? Jamie, Kira, do you have one of your oils?
Just do your hand over and go.
Maybe.
Smell it and be sure.
I just don't know what this one goes to. I thought I was gonna know something.
You what? Okay.
The oil drop.
I can smell it, but I can't find where it's connected.
Where it connects to?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Is it not? It might be in the. Is it not in the new one?
Maybe Pat, it's on Pat.
It's in the new one. It's the nurturing blend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
The new one. Yeah.
We'll even do it in the shop. So I like it.
I was in the body second.
The new one.
Okay.
Yeah. It's actually instead of this one now, just count
What is it?
for Mother's Day. It's Malama.
I heard that.
Unlimited
What
one.
does it do?
It's a nurturing blend. So it invites individuals to expand their awareness and extend their concerns to all life on this planet. The natural world has given so much to humanity and in return needs preservation and protection for its own sake as well as for theirs. This blend invites individuals to widen their gaze and extend their reach beyond their own front yard and seek the well-being of the plants and animals that cohabit this earth. There's a lot more.
That's cool.
Yeah. Great. And limited time right now. You can have yours as well. It's for the love of
How much am I?
Okay.
I'll wait till I have another $200. Then I'll.
Okay. Have your oil?
I think so.
No, sir. Yes. It's the one. It's the one. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, those of you that have Reiki, let's open up this space. And I'm gonna leave this a little differently. I'll continue to use the this time, and let's do collective psychic passion. We'll do, and we can do symbols while we're doing, some visualization. Okay. And this one? And then, yeah. Okay, those of you with Reiki, if you would please go ahead and let's douse the room. Starting that. Connected this crystal grid that is connected to the world peace crystal grid that's through our wood, placed at different places on the planet that gets sent world peace Reiki on a regular basis. And I invite you all also with Reiki, if you would please send some Reiki to this grid, not only be reflected for all of us here, those watching, and those around the world that are connected into this grid. All that you're in a sacred space set aside for each other in a safe place. I invite you to take it away. I invite you to take your oils, and with the first oil, put a drop in your hands. Cassie's going to play some frequencies for us. Breathe in your oils. And that first oil, please read to yourself the oil description. Let it integrate with your mind, body, and spirit. As you read the description, those words that were written, they're divinely there for you to receive tonight. Allow anything from this description to come forefront to your mind. You feel so inspired on your paper. In part 3, write down anything that sticks out to you from the description of that first oil. Allow any emotions that come up to come up and be present, be acknowledged, be valued. If you chose a second oil, continue to that second oil. Take some drops and breathe it in, connecting with that oil. As you read the description, you have your finger on that emotion after you're done reading the description. You have those beautiful oils on your hands and the frequencies ready to serve you. Come back to that emotion and look for the arrow pointing downward. And there are some questions there to allow you to dig deeper. Different places where you may have felt this emotion in your life. And if writing is one of the modalities to help you bring this to the surface, I invite you to do so. If not, simply sit with the questions, sit with the answers or lack thereof that might be present. Trust what comes. As you read through these questions, it might become heavy. The emotions might run deep, but you are ready. You're ready to feel this. You're ready to release this. Again, breathe in those beautiful oils that are meant to be yours tonight. those wonderful frequencies with all those words, whether you remember them all right now or not, it does not matter. They are still present right now. Contained within each molecule, within each specific frequency. Allow the Reiki in this room and the love of all those present to infuse those oils and those frequencies to you right now. To allow that healing, to allow that releasing to be opened up to you. If you are ready, speak aloud. I choose, or within your mind, I choose to release this emotion, and think that emotion to yourself with all of its negative attachments, and hold on me. I now hand it over to the divine, or whatever resonates with you. May that be source, may that be God, whatever resonates with you, for transformation and healing. Let's speak that again. I choose to release this emotion with all of its negative attachments, and hold on me. I now hand it over to the divine for transformation and healing. Invite you to close your eyes and imagine that emotion somewhere in your body. Where is it? Think to yourself. Wherever that first inspiration is, feel it there. See it there. Picture looking down at your body from above. Picture these beautiful frequencies of Reiki and these oils being applied to your entire being, body, soul, and spirit. Breathe in the frequency of these oils from your hands once again, and allow these frequencies, these beautiful, beautiful molecules, to begin to release that emotion from that area of your body. Picture that emotion beginning to dissolve away, to burn away with gentle fire. See the smoke lift from that area of your body as that emotion is released. Every bit of it, with all of its negative attachments and its hold on you. These attachments don't have to be named. They don't need a label. Just know that they're being dissolved, that they're being released, that they're creating freedom. Breathe in your oils once again. Remain with your eyes closed, breathing in the frequencies till you feel it is complete. When you feel it is complete for this time and space, I invite you to look again at the emotions of the book. Where it has an eyeball and it has a little megaphone. The little eyeball is a visualization especially for you that your higher self helped you pick tonight. That special visualization there will take this process to the next step. And with the little megaphone, it has an affirmation. And that affirmation is the lock and key that you can carry through after this to continue with this process. So I invite you to read the visualization and do the visualization right now. Claim the affirmation. And then write it down. Write the affirmation down, claiming it. As you do the visualization, be sure to breathe in your oils continually. Would anybody like to share their declaration with the group? Mine was, I live fully and authentically without fear.
Comes. Excuse me, I choose new possibilities, different outcomes, and ongoing.
Mm. So it is.
Change and enjoy the journey.
And so it is. So one of the last parts of this is next steps. A lot of times we have an experience like this and like, oh, that was great, but now what, right? And so It's in 9 and 10. It's integrating through self-nurturing and moving forward in new awareness. So basically it's, hey, what one thing will you do differently moving forward? Maybe you're like, I'm going to drink more water. Maybe, I'm going to use that oil. I'm going to put it by my bedside table. Maybe, whatever is your next step, whatever that next step is, I invite you to write it down there. And then in the number 10, the new awareness is what roadblock is going to get in the way of that? Like, identify that now. Okay? Identify that now. And then what are you going to do when that roadblock comes? Okay? If you're not quite sure what that next step is yet, then I want you to skip to 11 and wrap up with gratitude. Right now, through this experience so far, what are you grateful for? What are you grateful for? And write it down. Write it down. It's in the emotion. Yeah, it's in the emotion part. I'm sorry. Yeah. Sorry, I should have been clearer with you. So, the visualization was rather long. And so go ahead and take a picture of that specific, of that section of that emotion that you were working with, you know? So then it's there for you. And you could read and put a date on this. And that's really cool, guys. I'm glad that it lined up like this because we just had a eclipse with a new moon in Aries this last weekend. And so I also need to look at stomach stuff and see what's happening there because I had stomach issues all weekend. I'm like, oh, I wonder what emotions are stored in the gut. Anyways, oh really?
Meditation, it felt like static.
Mm. And I thought that's what would come up for me, but it's the next, okay? And then went to that emotion, and I'm like, oh yeah. Fine.
Emotion.
Yeah. So yeah, and so we opened it with what are we ready to release right now? And so like that was the layer that you're ready to release right now. And it might then lead to whatever is right here or whatnot, or it might just been directly connected, you know? Yeah. Right.
It doesn't. Well, if you get early pop, then you don't remember. It's not. Get that. I don't know.
Wasn't Patsy wonderful?
Yeah.
It was so, I'm excited to see what the like what the recording is like. Oh, it's muted. She's such a professional. I don't even need to anything. But yeah, I'm excited to see on the recording like what picks up and everything because we had issues with Paul's not picking up at all last time. It was just silence for like 15 minutes. It was very neat. Anyways, thank you so much for holding this sacred space for us all. Like when you guys all started sending it to the grid, I was like, whoa, okay, we're backing up here a little bit. It was pretty great. You guys enjoyed as well. We're gonna end this live and we're just gonna hang out for longer. Wish you guys were all here.